Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. So looks like it's time for the online lobby race on Gran Turismo Sport. So looks like it's time to get ready for a classic muscle car race, and then this is gonna get everything to go a classic elite train to be able to go for it. So looks like I got everything set up and be prepared. So looks like I'm using the Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971 told from a library design EVA. So looks like we'll be able to be racing in on Northern ISO Speedway, so looks like everybody is in, so this is going to be good to be able to get ready for it. So looks like I'll be able to enter, so looks like I'll be able to be decided to have a number of rounds, so this will be able to go by just only for 3 or 4 rounds for having a lobby race to be able to go for it. Now, looks like I'm about to bring the old style muscle car to be able to get ready, because it looks like coming out of the pits, so good thing that the racing super soft tires is now equipped, and then this is gonna get everything a little bit much adjust, because this will go and give it in for then. Okay, so looks like I might be able to have a courtesy event what's definitely held by any other players who own the lobby for it, because I'm just gonna have an ordinary race to be able to use with a classic muscle car for it. So it will be okay, because this is gonna have to get a little bit more better to be able to kick it in and give it a much more better improvement to takes. Okay, so looks like a lagger just definitely getting a little bit more troubling time for it, trying to, well, I'm just gonna have to have some more distance, because this will also might need to have a daily workout time for it, because looks like this will also to get back into the training ground, because might be able to still got more runs to be able to go for it, because this is gonna have to get a little bit much better, easier to be able to use the outside turn, and then this will go sliding on the inside. Now, okay, looks like just gonna give it a little bit more hits. Man, that was very tougher for it. So I might be very careful, so I don't want to hit anyone, because that will may result by getting a little kicked out from the lobby, because everybody always have a clean race for having a segment for it, because this is going to have to be very responsibly to be able to race carefully for it. So just trying to be very careful not to hit anything, because that may be also to be giving a little bit more time to do a little practice on it. Now, looks like they just using the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am with their own custom-made libraries. So looks like this is gonna have to get a little bit more run times, and then good thing that the fuel map is definitely enabled for use. Now looks like this is gonna get a little bit quick time until the host will be able to get ready for a time of racing to be able to get started. So looks like this will be able to get a little bit more fast laps for it, because I really guess that maybe it also might need to have, ooh, there it is, there's that collision. That's gonna be very careful on the curve. Now, looks like this is gonna give him a little bit of time to be able to give a little bit more practicing on it. So looks like that the caution flag is definitely calling in for it, because this is gonna getting a little bit a no passing zone. Well, maybe this will be able to do the best to stay on the outside turn, so this will be safer for it. Okay, so looks like IP Open is definitely changing up settings, and looks like it's time to get ready for the final. So looks like taking a little practice time will also to get some mileage to be able to get ready to go. Now, looks like let's see how the muscle car training lobby can also to get started. Well, I hope this is gonna giving a little bit of results to be able to get ready. Now, looks like this is gonna be good, so looks like I'm on last place. Now, looks like this is gonna be a good time to be able to get ready for a rolling start. I'm waiting for it to go. So definitely it's gonna be stationing on the other side, which is the pit lane entry. So looks like this will be able to go 13 laps for it. I hope this is going to get a little bit tougher to be able to give a reference quote from the episode, "No pain, no gain." Now here we go, 13 laps on Northern Idaho Speedway, and here we go, and let's see what they got. Okay, so looks like definitely several players are definitely taking a little bit of time. Now, looks like I might be able to do a little bit more racing strategy to try not to hit any players around, because that would be a bad thing, because that may result by having a penalty like Edward Lugo. Yeah, I kind of think that the penalty is definitely received by 1.10 seconds. So that might be very careful, so looks like I have to give a little bit more risk for it. Okay, so let's just kind of give a little concentration. Just try not to hit both of them, because let's just have a little clean race, so we'll be able to finish in on round 1. Okay, so it looks like giving a little small wall hit, no effect on the penalty. Okay, so try not to hit Edward Lugo, just try to think smart to be able to make a clean overtake. So this is going to give me a little bit excellent, and oh man, looks like this is definitely going to be first place on the leaderboard. So score 1 for Total Drama Library, and this is going to get everything a little bit more efficient to be able to go for a little classic muscle car, to go for a little warm-up training, because this EVA library drives stronger and drives tougher to be able to go at it. But I hope the other two is definitely okay, because they just might need to get some earnings credits to be able to have some mileage points to be stacked up. Now here we go, so looks like only got a few more laps to go, because looks like it's on the high row. Excellent, good for only 1 second gap to be able to keep it in. Just gonna keep a little bit more having an ordinary run time for it. Okay, looks like I'm on the 8th lap. This is gonna be quite good to be able to get almost there. Well, easier depends. Whenever is going to be becoming the host of this lobby room, so I kind of think this might be able to give a little bit of determined pick to see which one is going to be in charge of the lobby, while the owner who made this will be able to let the game for it. Now, I hope this is going to have to take a little bit more responsibility to be as the host of this online event, but only just for a little free time, because everybody wants to make their own events in the lobby, just like the custom race. So looks like this is gonna give a little bit more different for it. Looks like almost there for only 2 laps to go, because this is gonna get a little bit much better to be stronger for it. Okay, looks like JLK3 is definitely doing okay to be able to get some a little bit basic to know on the Northern Idaho track. Well, kind of guess that he's on the 3rd place lead. Right, gonna give him a little bit more right corner to be able to go down right there. Here we go, final lap, and this is gonna get a little bit more stronger to the best. I hope this is gonna be the best first win for using a Total Drama library, just like I just did with the KTM Expo R with the Cody library design. So, looks like I just finally did it. First place goes to the Total Drama library by using the Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971. That was very good, awesome to be able to have a classic train victory win. Very nice, awesome part with a gold trophy on it. That was a quite simple, awesome win for it. Now, looks like the daily workout is finished, so looks like that was awesome. Well, JLK3, you just really want to go for 10 laps. That was really needed for it. Now, looks like that was a pretty good win for me. Now, looks like this will be able to give a little event settings for it, because the classic train muscle might be able to require with 1980 and older type of model. So good thing that ibuprofen has changed the room settings, so this is going to be good to be able to rename the title of the event. very good job for it. So looks like this is a good event by using the muscle cars, because that will be dumb stuff perfect to be able to have an old-fashioned American race for it. Now, looks like this will be able to give a little bit of wait time, so I'll just have to cancel the entry and then just have to wait until the lap changes to goes to 10. So whenever, if the room host depends that which track is going to be chose, or it will be able to stay as the same track as always, that they just wanted to go again for it. So this might be an excellent choice to be able to go by recommend. So probably I might be able to use the Corvette C2 model, so that was a pretty good N400 muscle car to be able to drive stronger for it. Okay, so looks like it's time for a change course. So looks like racing on the Alsace Village is going to be on the fine weather, so looks like I'll be entering to get ready to go. So looks like this will be able to get a little bit more check on the counter steering sport. So counter steering assist is definitely disabled by now, so looks like this will be able to get ready to go. So looks like I'll be able to get ready to pit out. Okay, excuse me. Alright, so looks like it's me and JLK3 to be able to get ready for a warm-up practice to be able to get ready to race. Now, let's see how the strongest can also get a little bit tougher for it. Now, very good for using the Pontiac Firebird, so looks like this is going to get a little bit stronger to be able to catch up for it. Now, I might be able to be very careful because without the strong counter steering assist, so looks like this is going to be a hard risk to be able to drive carefully, to be able to do a little smooth turns, to be giving a little nice and slow. Now, looks like it's going to be a little bit complicated because muscle cars always drive roughly for it, because this might be able to get a little bit of old-fashioned race since Gran Turismo 2. Right. So, looks like just getting a little bit more hard slide turn to be able to push in. So, looks like just going to have to wait for one more player to be able to join in for it. So, this is going to be a race ready to go. Okay, looks like Edward Lugo is, well, he might need to have to change the tires to racing super soft tires, so this is going to be quite getting a little bit more chance to be able to join like the other pros for it. Now, really get at, oh man, getting caught off the track. Now, looks like might be able to adjust the brake balance. Will be able to get a little bit more stability control to be able to make a well-positioned balance. But I kind of think that muscle cars can also do a little drift, because that will be able to go a little epic like the movies with using any muscle cars by use. Okay, currently going on the out lap. And let's take a little upward and downhill for the chicane part, and then this will get a little bit more pretty easy to go a little excited. Okay, looks like JLK3 is coming back. Might be able to try not to do anything for it. Just having a little bit of simple, ordinary overtake. So this might be getting the best way to be able to have some better options for it. Okay, still got a lot of horsepower that might be able to juice up for it. So this will be able to drive stronger, which is the best muscle cars to be able to buy shown for it. Well, I hope they can bring out the Dodge Challenger, or maybe the Chevy Corvette Stingray could be able to race. Well, I kind of say that they just wanted a classic Dodge Charger that might be able to go a little bit more stronger and better to be able to race. Now, looks like 3 of them is now in be able to get ready. Well, hope there will be more players who will be coming in to be able to join for a classic muscle car race event, because this is going to get a little bit more prepared for it. Alright, that's pretty good slide handling turn to go at it. I hope JLK3 saw my total drama library that I'm using. That would be quite giving a little bit excited to be able to have a comment for it. So looks like this is going to be very interesting to explain about the PD library I just made for it. So it will be able to get a little bit closer when he's about to overtake my current lead. That will be able to get a little comment about it. Alright, looks like he just passed me. Now let's just kind of go a little catch up again for it. There, just kind of get a little bit downhill turn. Talk about being a burned rubber. That might be able to go for it. Oh man, yeah, that was gonna get a little bit of hard slam to be able to drive carefully on the wall by using a muscle car. Okay, so looks like that was a well played, and then looks like the qualifying round is now ready to go and get started. I hope this is going to be able to get ready to start the race before time will be able to get started for it. So I might be able to do one lap and then this will be able to get ready to be prepared. Just going to be very patient. Okay, marked up that grip. Okay, looks like it's getting a little closer to JLK3. So that would be great if some GT players want to challenge with any kinds of total drama libraries I just made. So this is going to be an excellent challenge to be prepared to see which best library is going to be. So he'll be able to take a little bit of both to be able to get some support on it, because that will be able to make the call to all the GT players, because the online lobby race is going to get a little excited for it, to give a little bit of entertainment to support for it. Now, looks like I might be able to take a little bit more run time to be able to catch up, to do a little bit more rush. Just gonna do a little bit of drip hard. I have to give this well control. Okay, it's like just slowing down and watch out. Okay, well, just saved himself before. I'm just trying to brace for impact. Well, looks like that's going to be very carefully, because don't want to get a little bit hard bumps on it. That would be a bad thing. Now, looks like it's time to get ready to go, because I hope that this will be able to get ready for race number 2 to be able to set up. So looks like this will be able to extend a lot of. Okay, well, ghost overtakings might be okay, so that might be a nice call. Now, looks like time for the next lap, and then number of laps that didn't show up for it, because this is definitely a free run time. Okay, so looks like Hyperion is definitely now using the Firebird Trans Am with the Smoky Independent variant design. Well, they said that they talked about the Black Special Edition from the movie, so it looks like this is going to be quite very awesome for it, because they just love the Black Special Edition color from the movie, was definitely driven by the actor Burt Reynolds. So looks like that was a legend, because he just really wants to use the legend black, because that will be quite very popular for it. Now, looks like it's going to get a little bit drawn closer for it, because still got a little bit more time left to be able to beat the 4-second gap, because practice can take time trial. We'll be able to go for a time attack. And looks like 2 minutes and 5 seconds is going to be the challenging part, So I'm just gonna have to wait for the room host to be able to get started for the race. Because this is definitely quite giving a little bit of warm training to be able to get started for it. Almost there. Hope this is kind of giving a little bit of 5-second warning that might be able to go and keep it up. Ah, darn it. Might be better to have to replace the car at course out, but seems to be ineligible. Well, looks like I might be able to start over to have a new one for it. Well, looks like the rear just definitely scratched up for it. Now, looks like this is gonna have to make a new lap time, so this will be able to make it better. But this will be able to get a little bit much control better to be able to stick it on the rear. But it's gonna be a little bit harder for using a muscle car, because this will be able to get prepared to be very careful, because having a little race is not like a demolition derby, because this is going to have to take a little bit more ordinary classic race since Gran Turismo 2. Now I'm just going to have to sit back and wait while I'm racing around to get a little bit of extended time for a daily workout to be able to get ready to go. Oh man, yeah, looks like this is going to get a little bit rough around here for it, because it might need to have a little bit more control. Okay, so brake balance is giving a little bit of hard issue. See? Told you that this is going to give a little bit of hard control to be able to be in balance. So this might be able to drive carefully whenever it's going to be able to drive stronger for it. Okay, looks like there's Hyperion-Blue-GT again, currently driving in third place, practicing in progress. Now, looks like it's going to get a little bit more rep on the edges to be able to get in for it. Now, looks like taking a little hard performance corner techniques without taking accidents is going to get a little bit harder for it. So it'll be able to drive carefully when using the muscle car on tracks, because this is going to get a little bit of hard and dirty, because it takes a little practice to be able to make a fine, clean race. Now, this will be able to go again, so this will be able to start a new lap time, and this will be able to get stronger to be able to have an improved fast time. Now, looks like I had to go again, because this has got to be very perfectly without having a little spin out during crashes to be able to get very messed up to be able to have an obstacle challenge. Okay, looks like the race has started. So, looks like this is going to be good to be able to have some quick repairs to be able to get started for it. Now, let's start race number 2, and then let's get started for 4 laps, because the N400 category is going to be quite getting a little efficient. Now, let's see which position do I go. Alright, so it looks like 4th place, and they're using the same Firebird Trans Am, so looks like I only got one Mustang Mark 1, because this is going to get one ordinary classic muscle car to be able to get ready for a challenge. This will be able to see how it turns out to be. Well, I know that this is going to be a little bit of a hard time to make a perfect clean race. Alright, here we go, and let's overtake 3 Firebird Trans Am by using the Ford Mustang Mach 1 mixed with a Total Drama library. Let's go and get ready to have this a fine first place win to go. So, looks like the only steel that might be able to take a little hard chances for it. It only takes 2-second gaps to be able to catch up further. So this is going to get a little bit more goals to be able to get in for. Okay, looks like here comes the hard parts. Well, man. Yeah, I kind of think that this is going to get a little bit rough. Muscle cars also takes a little loose turns after taking a little bit of performed corner technique like having a drift. So this will be able to be very careful to try not to get a penalty. So this will be able to slow down, because otherwise it may be able to go again, because it also might need to do a little bit of time to get back to boot camp. Now looks like I'm on the top 3, and this is going to get a little bit closer on the top 2 runner sports. Hyperion and JLK3 is currently in 2nd and 1st, because this might be able to go a little bit much further to be able to come across for it. Okay, here comes the sharp hairpin. 4-second gap time. Looks like this is going to get a little bit harder to push for the maximum horsepower. Now, looks like this is going to be the perfect time without the braking corner. We'll be able to drive smoothly and drive better to be able to get one simple classic muscle car to be able to go at it. And also the hard corners that might be able to get a little bit of pack the punch to be able to push hard, and then giving a little extra pace at it. Halfway there towards to the 2nd lap of the race. Just going to stay on the tarmac road, and looks like, well, just try your best, JLK. I know that practice makes perfect, because this will be able to get a little bit better to get a little chance for having an ordinary clean race. Well, sometimes muscle cars are getting a little bit more tougher for it. Very good. Now, looks like this will be able to get in, stay on 2nd place. Looks like Hyperion has got a lot of horsepower to improve for his Firebird Trans Am. So this might be think that this is going to get very much stronger with any other types of muscle cars. Will be able to go and give it in for it, because this will have to take a little bit freestyle turn to be able to get a little bit harder by getting a little bit of well control for it, to be able to go old school for it. Alright, so looks like this is the perfect chance to be able to go at it. So here's something else. Maybe the penalty time is definitely shown on the red mark, so looks like this is going to be the better way to be able to push forward for it. Now, looks like it's going to get a little bit drawn closer for only 1.5-second gap, because this is going to get a little bit much further, because this will be able to do a little bit more practice technique to be able to go unique, and maybe this will be able to give a better time to have an ordinary standard race to be able to follow up the respect for any other classic types of events from the previous Gran Turismo games. So I might be able to like to go with sports tires, so this is going to get a little bit better for it. Because speaking of which, they just really want to go for the racing super soft tires, so that will be make it much better. So, looks like he's coming back to increase the gap distance for it. Now, looks like this will be able to think better and think smart to be able to, by using a muscle car, giving a little power slide grip to be able to go at it. Now, looks like good thing that first place in the lead, and looks like I just definitely did good well by taking a little perfect attempt without taking a spin up, or getting off the track, because this is going to get a little bit more interesting to be able to do a clean practice muscle car race to be able to go forward to it. Now, looks like this is going to have to get a little bit more better to be able to go and giving a little bit more type of school of muscle car performance of taking a little bit of calming tactic practice for it. Now, looks like I'll just have to be the teacher of this muscle car challenge, and well, they just really want to think that we just want to have this for an ordinary race. Well, looks like that's going to leave a mark. Giving a little hard time on the rear, might be able to get some scratches to be received for it. Now, looks like it's just going to give ibuprofen for overtake pass for it. So, looks like it might need to have to do a little cleanup after this race ends. Okay, just going to give it a little bit more controlled pressure time for it. Try not to go crazy on the Ford Mustang Mach 1 muscle car. Here we go. Looks like the final lap is going to be on the top. Yep, looks like this is going to get a little bit more tougher for it. Because looks like back in second place means taking a little bit more extra time to go and give a little straight decreased gap on 2 seconds. Because this will be able to get a little bit more mind the gap to be able to reach at it to do on a different precision type. Okay, looks like coming back on to 3 seconds to be able to climb up by a little bit more. I hope this EVA library can also to give a little bit more chance to be able to reach on top of it. Okay, looks like this is going to be the 3 second gap run time for it. Now, I hope this is going to be good to be able to have a second place earnings for it. So, kind of guess that the first round I just really did is the first place, because that was a pretty good, excellent mark for it thanks to the update. Now, looks like this is going to be the only one last chance, and this will be able to give it in and give it all I got, because running out of corners left until the finish line comes, that will be able to get a race end over. Okay, looks like ibuprofen is going to be the winner of race number 2 for having my segment video gameplay for a commentary, because this is going to get everything a little bit better. So looks like it's all yours, ibuprofen. You can have the victory finish line if you want. Alright, that's a pretty good game for it. GG, you guys. GG. Now, looks like this is a pretty good challenge to be able to race with 3 Firebird Trans Ams. So that will be able to get pretty excited for it, because they'll be able to have more players by bringing out their favorite muscle cars. So this will be able to give a little maxed out power to be giving a little bit adjusted for it. Now, just gonna wait for the best part to be able to wait. Alright, excellent second place to be on the good. Wow, looks like that's a race position by 2, and this is very excellent. Well, looks like that was pretty good to be able to reach up for the daily workout complete. Okay, well, that was a good race, you guys. Very good. So, looks like this will be able to do a 3-driver race to get ready to go. So, looks like I'll just have to be able to give a little check on it for it. So, just definitely got a little level up upgrade for it. So, this will be able to go for a little exceed limit. Now, I really guess I just using the 5-speed transmission, because that will be giving a little bit more improvements adjustment for it. Now, let's just kind of go to the car settings, and then this will be able to give a little bit more detune up with the max speed set. So this will be making with 180. Now, looks like I might be able to wait for the next track because I'm ready to go, and I'm going to go by pick until the host will be able to pick which track is going to be go with for it. So yeah, I might be able to think that this will be able to have a 3-round race on the lobby, so it'll be able to have the room host to be able to choose the track whenever we're about to be ready to go. Just gonna have to wait until he'll be able to decide to choose a track. So I'll be able to race one more, and then it'll be finished by now until the daily workout mileage is gonna be deplete. So looks like I'm currently on 21.3 miles. So this might be able to give a little point on it. Well, I kind of guessed that I might be able to stick with a Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971. So that will be very good by using a Total Drama library for this race. But even so, because giving a little bit of ordinary train muscle challenge, will be able to get a little bit more basics to be able to go for a little driving practice. Now, looks like let's just kind of give a little check on it. So, I cannot use any kinds of vehicles to be available to be able to drive it inboard. So, I had to be able to use muscle cars with the M400 category type. So, it also depends that this will be an eligible event with any type of cars that might be able to go for it. So, I really guess that this will be able to race on the same track again, because I hope that this will be able to get everything ready to go. So, looks like I might be able to take a little break until I'll get ready. Alright, so looks like this is gonna get everything going out for the one last round for it. So, looks like the same track and different laps might be able to go for it. So, looks like I'm bringing out the Ford Mustang Mach 1 again, and then this will be able to get started for it. So I kind of think that 3 players for 3 laps on the track, so this is going to giving a little bit of common challenge to be able to be prepared. So, good thing that I'm ready to go to do one more race, and this is going to get everything prepared for our daily results to be able to tally up for it. So I'm just gonna give a little wait time before the host will be able to start the race because everybody is all in. So I might be able to get a little bit chance to be able to go and take a 2-lap qualifying run time for it. So out lap time and then goes on the qualifying time, might be able to be prepared for it. So looks like the only current goal time that I might be able to beat is 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So this is going to be giving a little bit of challenge time to be able to achieve for it, so maybe not. I kind of guess that this will be able to go for it because all players are in. Then let's do it for a 3-driver challenge to get ready to go. Nice. Looks like it's time to get going for it. So it looks like 2 Firebird Trans Am, and looks like this is going to get everything in for, because I'm ready to take on that good ratings to be able to make it much improved. Now, looks like waiting for the green light for go, just going to give a little check, but it can't be paused before the start of the race. Now, looks like going in on the auto drive, and this is might be able to go for the last race with the 3 laps on it. Green light is on the go. Let's move and make it way to the win. Now, looks like this is going to get very difficult because 2 Firebird Trans Am is giving a little bit more hard risk for it, because any other muscle car like the Ford Mustang and the Dodge Challenger or any other types of American muscle cars will be able to go straight forward for it, because this is going to get everything a little bit more challenging for it. Stay on the inside track or stay safe on the tarmac. That will be able to get a better chance without receiving a penalty. So this will be the perfect time to be able to slow down, because it may be getting a little bit more challenging for it, so it has to be raced carefully, because this is going to have to take a little simple clean race with using muscle cars, because it's going to be one strong race to be able to push hard with the maximum horsepower in it. Okay, looks like here we go. Time to go on the inside pass, and then this will be able to put me in second place. Okay, looks like ibuprofen is still going on for currently in first place for it, because this will be able to go for a little hard pace to be able to go for the kick. Because strong expert muscle cars never gives up, because this will be able to drive constantly to be able to have some concentration, to be able to get some handling skills for it. It also takes a little bit more bonding control between the driver and the muscle car, because this will be able to get in for it. It also might need to have some hard brakes to be able to drive carefully as possible. And also the power slide might be okay, because this will be able to get a little bit more pace to be able to go straight at it. Now, looks like the second lap is going to be coming in a little bit closer, folks, because it looks like currently in second, because ibuprofen still in first place on the road. K3 still might need to get a little chance to be able to make it a 5-second gap to be able to make it coming much further. And drive like an expert. He is very good expert driving with muscle cars for it, because he uses that Firebird. He drives like a master to be able to race hard with using the Firebird Trans Sim, because it always goes like the other expert players to be able to go pro at it. Now, looks like simple ways to go. Giving a little bit more concentration to be able to have the apex to be going follow through. Almost there to reach the final lap of the third lap of this race, because this is gonna get, looks like there's only one bump, because this is gonna have to be very careful, because hard barriers are the main obstacles for the muscle car, so this will be able to drive carefully, because that will be causing a little major collision sort of accidents to be able to call out the yellow flag. Now here comes the final lap of this race, and this is going to have to take its last stand for this challenge. Well, I hope this is going to be getting a little bit better for it. Now it's just going to switch on to the interior view to get a little bit better closer look to see how the handling might be able to go onto it. Hold on, I kind of think that there's a yellow flag picked up for it, so alright, so looks like this is going to be a good time to be able to go, giving a little short gap time for it. Very good to be able to come a little bit closer for any other top street runners to be able to go straight at it. nail that power slide drift. It's definitely technique to be able to go hill for it. But some say that muscle cars can also drift, but they also might need to require with a high power skills to be able to go a little bit more concentration for it. But I kind of think this will be able to have a center old-fashioned muscle car race to be able to go for it. Now, looks like back to the 6-second gap time run for it. Looks like the ibuprofen has still got a chance to be able to make to the check flag for the final stretch, and he is on the run for it. Going downhill and then take on that hard turn to be able to go at it. Okay, looks like he just definitely made it in first place. Now, looks like I come in second place, and looks like this is a very good race to be able to go for it. So, looks like I did my best because without receiving a red mark penalty on me for it, that was one good clean race statistics to be able to go at it for it. But I kind of think muscle car events is definitely quite enjoyable for it with having sport speed transmission. Now, looks like the results has been confirmed, and this will be able to have a second place awesome part to be able to receive for it. Okay, looks like not bad. Just definitely race position by 1, so he'll be able to try better next time. Now, looks like this is definitely quite very good. So, looks like the daily workout is finally complete. And wubba dub dub. Wow, just giving a great comment like Rick Sanchez for it. Okay, so, well, we're just having a classic train muscle car event because we're racing with using muscle cars only. Well, that was a pretty good race for it. Well, maybe I'm just gonna wait for XX Brendan CXX can also to think that is the GWD 240 okay? Well, looks like definitely the perfect time to get ready for a boat. Now, let's see. I might be able to choose one track for them, so might be able to go recommend by pick. Well, I might be able to go with Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, so looks like I'll be able to leave the lobby. So I just definitely did 3 rounds because that was a pretty good race time for it. So looks like voting complete, and then looks like this is gonna be quite very good, so they can probably enjoy their time. So I'll be able to exit out and finishing up this part of the segment video for it. Now, let's just gonna wait for the screen to be on visual for it. And okay, so looks like Alcinch Village is definitely the same track that I might be able to use. So hold on, just gonna wait for Brendan C to be able to. Okay, well, hope he's still going to giving a little eligible comment for it on chat. Well, I hope that could be good. The GWD 240 is definitely now open for it, so looks like they could probably have to enjoy their time. So looks like I might be able to leave this lobby, so it'll be able to upload it to the video right away. So looks like this is a pretty fun race for the online lobby with using the muscle cars. So looks like it's time to get ready for receiving the card from the daily workout. I hope this is going to be the usual. See which one it's going to get. The Renault Sport RS01. Very good. So that would be the third one to be able to have it in for it. So I kind of think I used the second one to make as a fine variant for a nice friend. So let's just kind of give a quick look on the mileage exchange, and let's see, so it'll be able to be scheduling on December 11th for some update on the mileage exchange. So that was a pretty good time to be able to wait until Tuesday comes for it. Well, folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thank you for watching. And before at the end of the segment get started at the end, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also to click on the links in the description below if you want to see more that you're interested with for it. Well, I'll be able to continuing on for the next online lobby race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep on racing, stay cool.